Yeah, baby. Welcome back. Did I read that right? The 200th episode? Is that where we're at?
200, baby.
Welcome to the 200th episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. If you don't know who we are by now, then, I don't know what to tell you. I'm Gary G. Garcia. That's Brian T. Licata, my partner in misinformation. And we're here at 200, yo. I didn't even know. See, that's the way you make it, by not even paying attention to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I didn't realize until last night that it was episode 200.
That's fucking awesome. You didn't even tell me that today.
I know. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Honestly, I kind of forgot about it until I just saw the thing that I made last night again.
Yeah, man. Well, look at this. Not only are we doing 2 in 1 week again, we got 2 going in, right? Mm-hmm. But on time. You can't be more on time than on time exactly, man.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to me, man.
Well, thank you.
Why is it that we can only do this when we're not together?
I don't know the answer to that question, G. I think it's because I'm sitting at my desk already. So it's almost just like, all right, at 2:00, I just have to stop doing what I'm doing and then do this. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because I kind of always showed up on time anyway. It was just you wasn't ready to go.
Yeah, you always showed up on time, dog. What are you talking about? What world do you live in?
I'd say a good 90%.
No, dude, no way, not a chance.
How can you say that, dog? What are you talking about? When am I late?
Well,
exactly, man. You might as well be a liberal making fucking accusations that you can't back up.
Several times, and it was mostly AC Jokes functions that I want to say that I was supposed to be shooting stuff, and then they told you to be there, and then you weren't there. We got some comments.
The Bone says, "What's up, Bone man? Welcome back." Says, "What's up, G? What's up, guys? Who ate shit on Kill Tony?" That man right there ate a load of shit on Kill Tony.
That would be me.
We put the link up.
Gobble.
Gobble. Hey, man, you did it like a pro. You stuck your tongue out at the end. You got it underneath the balls. I didn't know you could curve it like that. It was amazing.
Well, you can.
Why do you embarrass G like that, bro? We tell you every day, stay home. Nah, man, listen, man. I give Brianna a lot of credit, man. Rusty, what's up, baby? Good to see you again. Well, virtually, I guess. I give him a lot of credit for doing that, man. He was having fun. Can a motherfucker have fun? He basically has a karaoke of comedy. That's basically what it is. Instead of going up there and actually paying, you're throwing your shit in there. Sometimes in karaoke, you get people who can sing. And sometimes you get people going up there just to have a good time. You went up there just to have a good time, and he shitted on you for that. I thought that was the show. Come here, and if you ever thought of even trying it, come on. See how hard it is.
Mm-hmm.
The Bum says you stood there and took it. Respect for taking the heat. Yeah, man, you took it like that audio recording of Diddy and Meek Mills.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That's how you took
raw, no lube.
Flat. That's how you took it, dog.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I kind of I was a little pissed at him for going at you the way he did. I didn't think, because he was a little mean, as if you did something wrong. You didn't do nothing wrong.
Exactly. He wanted to make me feel like I did something wrong when the 2 people before me ate a dick also.
Yeah, only.
But I was a little bit of a dick in the interview. I think to start, I said I made it turn a direction I didn't want it to turn quick. When I said I didn't watch the show. But the truth is I've seen the show, but I don't watch the show.
You should have said, I've seen the show. I don't think I've done as bad. I don't think I did as bad as anybody else that I've seen do bad on this show.
Right. Yeah.
Am I the first person to ever eat a dick on this show? That's what I would have been. That's what I would have said. Am I the first person to ever eat a dick on this show? Am I the first person to come up here not knowing what the fuck I'm doing and thinking I could just come up here and do it because everybody makes it look easy except for the people who suck and I think I'm better than them? Am I the first person to do that? Am I the first person to come up here, all right, and just make a total complete fool of myself in front of all your millions of fans? I don't think I'm the first person to do it because I've seen your show and I've seen other people do it. And to be honest, I don't think I did it the worst. Because I did it bad, but I'm not even a comedian.
I will appreciate that you didn't say eat the pile of shit like you did on the episode the other day.
Am I the first person to shove a fucking 19-inch dick down my throat and still manage to formulate words? No, I'm pretty sure I've seen that before.
I think I did hold my own after eating a dick that bad. Being able to roll through it like that, I was proud of myself. But that's from hanging out with you for so long, and then also hanging out with Dom. I mean, he's ruthless.
Yeah, don't blame us. That's a gift to be born with, the gift of gab, and to be able to think quick with it and use words to your advantage. Yes, it is. I would think so, man. I would think it's a gift. It's also a thing that you could, like for me, I was little. I got bullied. You know what I'm saying? So being funny and being quick and stuff like that was more of a defense. You know, so you kind of work at it too, you know. The less I do it, the work. Like I said, like in New York, when I go to New York and I'm outside, I come up with much more material than out here.
Right.
Because out there, we're all snapping on each other. We're all fucking just, it's like
it's crazy. Yeah. It's wild out here. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you're up here, people are just more polite to each other, more encouraging. Then they get mad at me when I'm like, just trying to be a dick.
Right.
Like that dude was like, I wonder how I'm going to do. And I said, I know how you're going to do. You're going to go eat a dick. And then after the show, he walks in, we're all just smoking. And he goes, nobody's going to say anything about how I did? I said, you did exactly like I thought you was going to do.
I like what you said to me. You were like that. You're like, yeah, it has legs.
It did. It has legs. It still does. I stand by it. Look, my daughter giggled, and that one person giggled. You got to giggle.
Giggling.
I'll give you giggling because my daughter and that person did it. All right.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm sure someone else giggled somewhere. What the bum say?
The bum says I just get angry too quick and go straight for the F-bomb. Yeah, I mean, you know what happens is you get tired of that. You do that. I used to do that all the time. Fuck you, fuck your mother, and all that shit.
Right.
I don't know how to use words. It's not that difficult, bum. It's not that difficult, man. Just say what's on your mind. Sometimes it helps. I don't think much. I can say I regret a lot of the things I say, but I will say a lot of stuff comes flying out my mouth before I have a chance to think about it.
And isn't that a shame?
Sometimes. But twice a day I might say something, of wisdom. Like a broken clock. Fuck you. You just said I inspire you. Now you're gonna say I never talk wisdom.
When did I say I inspire? I didn't. Look how you misconstrued what I said. I inspire you. I said I can handle getting roasted from hanging out with you. That means you shit on me. What's inspiring about that? I mean, there are other spots of wisdom and inspiration, but I haven't said that today. Not today, not on the show.
Big up to my daughter Jasmine. I love you, mama. I was gonna hit you up, but I had to come on early, so I'll hit you up later. But yeah, that's how I heard it. That's exactly how I heard it. Where you said I was able to take it because I hang out with you and Dom all the time. I heard it as we inspire you. Isn't that strange how my mind works those things out like that? And I didn't even have to work it out either. I just said, boom, I inspired this brother. Inspiration.
See, that's a gift. It's either a gift or it's some form of dementia.
Sometimes it could be a curse too.
Yeah. Well.
Because I'm little, man. I say a lot of dumb shit to people bigger than me. How I managed to stay this pretty, I don't know.
Oh, you are pretty.
I don't, man. I think I'm pretty all right, man. I'm a solid 6.5 on the Richter scale.
Gay.
A little.
Yeah, you're like that. Nah, pretty's a little.
Nah, pretty's for women, dog. I'm not pretty. I'm pretty good looking.
We have a big announcement.
I've been using the teat whitener, but it's got its work cut out for it, boy.
You got to change the light. It's really good. Cigarettes are they're the killer for the white teeth.
Oh
they
man,
really
when
are.
I clean out the other apartment, the amount of dust and shit on that floor. Was
Just
married.
ash. Just ash. Ash
Underneath
and
the
cat hair.
furniture and shit. You know, it was crazy. I left tumbleweeds in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
The bum says, "Yo, Brian, maybe test out your stand up in the chat and fine tune before taking it to the streets.
Open
Taking it
mics.
to the
Open
streets.
mics. Open mics would be the way to go.
Taking it to the streets. Better hit an open mic. Taking it to the streets." Yo, yeah, man. If you look, if it's something you really want to do, I don't know how much you want to do it. I know you've dabbled.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've eaten dicks on some of the best stages so far, man. You've eaten a dick in Atlantic City, and now over at Kiltony. And by the way, man, we had just gotten monetized. Was that what you were gonna say?
Yes. And let me put it up. Let me put it up here for everybody. So we're monetized here on YouTube. You can join. You can contribute to the channel. We have 3 separate stages. You can be a rabbit hole donor for $2.99 a month. You can be a red pill donor for $6.99 a month, or you can get into the matrix for $24.99 a month. That includes a hand job from one of us. We're not sure which one yet.
It's through a gory hole. Yeah. I know they call it glory hole, but not for us. The hand just goes through. You don't even know whose hand it is. You know?
And then I think you can you can
better hope it's not me. I got dry ass hands, dog. I got dry ass fucking hands, dude. I never have to worry about starting a fire.
All crackly and shit.
Yeah, man. It's just actually they're not that dry today. But usually them shits are like, boy, sparkable.
Oh, did you see the
clapping, I can create sparks.
Did you see this?
Where's Butters when you need him? Where is Butters when you need him, man? That's too fucking funny. Oh, yeah, but look, we got monetized last week, and already the episode got pulled.
No, it didn't get pulled. We just
didn't get pulled.
No, they just had to demonetize this. No, I had to trim those segments out from a show, but it's got 1.1 thousand views right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means for us, but if you see me wearing a tie, you know we're starting to make some money. You know,
you want to read? There's a bunch of comments, dude. You want to read some comments?
Yeah, I do, but I just want to say one thing. Now, when I say I got work, and they go, "What do you got to do?" and I go, "I got to do the podcast," and they're real quick with their lip, like, "Oh, that's work, but you don't make money for that." You know what I'm saying? Now they can't say nothing because whether I make money or not, I'm monetized, which means that if I don't make money, I'm really no different than a struggling business. Mm-hmm. But I'm officially business. So there you go.
Yeah, well, we're monetized. We made some money on Spotify. It's just not enough to cash out yet.
It's not enough to cash out. Nobody wants to
cash. Mama.
She's back, ladies and gentlemen. Booty hole out of the picture, mama. No booty holes in the picture. All right. Come on, ma. Sit down somewhere. No booty holes in the picture. I'm not letting go of your tail.
Dude, she's trying to show that shit, son. Look at those, the whiskers. The whiskers are right in frame. That's all right.
This is where she starts to sit. Mama, you're gonna. Yeah, see, I knew you was gonna do that. Now you got to get off of there. I knew you were gonna do that. Look at that. I don't even know what you just did.
Why don't you get? Do you have a heated blanket for her? That's what she needs.
She needs a heated blanket?
Yeah, because that's what she likes to rest on the keyboard because it's hot.
Yeah, I know, but she also just wants the attention. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really is. She just
put the heated blanket on the desk next to you, and you have a little spot.
And she'd still lay right here, dude. You think I don't know my cat? You think we just met? You think I just met this cat?
I don't know.
You're gonna tell me how to raise
I don't know what you and your cat do behind closed doors. I'm not there. I've seen the way you talk to her.
You're gonna tell me
it's a little disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie.
What's a little disrespectful?
Just the way you talk to her sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little disrespectful.
I don't never talk mean to mama, dude. You bugging.
How did you get that big cut on your head?
That was from fucking Boots. Your
See?
dog.
No,
Your dog
see,
with the fucking
and that was
PTSD. I
that
wonder
that
why.
was the one that was the way you were talking to him too.
Yo, I got so many questions. Feel free
About
to
what?
ask. Feel free
Yeah,
to
about
ask,
what?
man. But yeah, like I said, we finally got monetized, and the first thing they said was, "You're demonetized."
Well, it wasn't that we're demonetized. It's just that video wasn't monetized because we
Yeah,
don't own the
exactly.
content from that show.
We got it off of fucking YouTube. We can't
Yeah, I know.
share shit that they share that anyone can see.
No, it's like Netflix, dog.
What state you each in? I'm in Jersey. He's in New York. I'm from New York. He's from Jersey. It's weird how that works, right? Do
Yeah.
you really run a comedy club? Yeah, man. I run AC Jokes out here with Ray Vasquez, man. Come check us out. AC Jokes in Atlantic City, man. We got
Big shout out to Ray.
yeah, big shout out to Ray who came out with a Buddha and helped me move my TV, my couch, and all the big
Mm,
shit that I couldn't get, which was like about 3 other pieces. Up a 4-flight walk up, no doubt. Yeah, man,
there
we
he
got
is.
some big people coming in. Yeah, big shout out to my man Ray Vasquez, the owner.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm helping him run everything here, booking the shows. The shows are fucking hot too, man. I'm excited. May's looking good. So you know, it's a lot of work and effort put into it. So hopefully people come out and appreciate what we're doing out here.
Mhm.
You know, it's all about quality. You could have a lot of spots on the block, but you should always go to the best drug spot, and the best drug spot's the one with the quality. It makes you feel like you're appreciated.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I
that's that's how I always shined. I always shined by having good weed, and everybody knew who they came to me was appreciated. We used to hang out, smoke blunt. West Coast, baby. I just saw a thing mentioned you run it, so I wanted to ask. Oh, what was that you saw? Interesting. But yeah, I'm running stuff out there with Ray Vasquez. He's the owner, but I'm his Sammy the Bull, and I take no bull. If a knock knock joke gets told, if a knock knock joke gets told on the boardwalk, I'm the one telling the punchline, man. These people got fat while we stop, man. I want in. I watch too many fucking. Here's a disrespectful comedy community question.
let's
Ooh,
do it. Yeah, let's do it,
already.
dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like the
let's
way that
do it.
started already. Here's a
Yeah.
disrespect. Those are the best starts to a conversation. That and this is gonna sound a little racist. Since I'm not good with writing jokes, but I got real stories to share, how do I get a writer so I can perform? That's not that disrespectful of a question.
Mm.
I just honestly wouldn't know. You know, I
Yeah,
wouldn't know.
Gary found me by accident.
Yeah, and obviously he saves all the good stuff for me because we all
Yeah.
saw what he did on Kill Tony. I appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, well, it's once I write it and you pay me for it, then it's yours.
Yeah, I would suggest hitting open mics, man. Go to badslava.com and find out where all the open mics are by you, and just go there with what you got. And as you start to do it, you'll start to form it and take stuff out, and you'll figure out ways to tell those stories so they're funny.
Mhm.
Yeah. Everybody there will be doing the same thing, so it's a very welcoming place. You
Yeah.
know, get people there that's first time ever doing comedy. But that's what I would suggest. Instead of, if you got the stories, they're your stories, then you go to open mics and you'll start to make friends who will help you with your writing.
I would suggest buying a ticket to Austin and trying to put your name in the bucket and doing that for your
I
third
would
set.
not suggest doing it the way Brian does
Dude,
it.
he's doing MSG soon. Two shows at MSG. Isn't that fucking crazy?
It'd be crazy if he bought you up. If he came up and said, "Yeah, I do a show called Kill Tony, and I never had a worse person on my show than this dude Brian T. Licata. I was having nightmares after this shit, man. That shit fucked me up so much I couldn't even masturbate for like 5
Weeks.
months after that. Weeks, weeks.
Yeah.
Titties
So I
didn't
brought
even.
so I brought him here tonight to perform in front of 30,000 people.
Yeah, let's go to some of those comments. We got some comments from what? From that video that we did of
Yeah,
talking about.
from the video we did. Yeah.
They
Yep.
weren't nice, right? They weren't being nice to us. Let's see. You gotta zoom those
There's
in.
a couple. It says It wasn't just Tony who couldn't believe his set. Eleanor and Dom couldn't either. Your ego may have gotten hurt, but it still made for good entertainment. The best part about having a bad set on Kill Tony is that nobody remembers it afterwards. That's a good comment. I would say that's a neutral comment.
No, it's actually a pretty accurate comment, except for the fact that your ego might have gotten hurt. You knew very well there was a good chance. It wasn't the first time you ate a dick.
No, but it did hurt a little. Obviously on stage, man. I mean, come on. Obviously it hurt a little, you know. I'm not gonna say it didn't hurt me at all. Yeah, you know, I slept great that night, but at the night after it came out, I did not sleep good.
Mama, find a place, mama. Find a place here.
Dom goes, he calls me afterwards. He goes, you know, it's a good thing you're not a comedian, because if you were, you would never do comedy again.
If you were, you wouldn't be anymore.
Yeah, that's basically.
Dude, let me tell you something. I've seen comedians do worse than you, and then just become producers and put on their own shows, and they go up there and do worse than you.
Yeah, see, I would actually do it right. See, the thing is people were saying that I don't have a respect for comedy or for respect to the show, right? Which is completely inaccurate. You know, I'm around comedians all the time. If anything, I probably have more of a respect and in-depth knowledge than just about anybody who just watches comedy, you know?
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I would also say that there's a certain person that me and you both seen perform at AC Jokes who's not good at all. He goes up there and you're like, did he even formulate a joke?
Mm-hmm.
You're just sitting there watching him. You just don't even understand what he's saying. At least you went up there, you got some sort of form. You know,
right. So at least I know now.
We knew you were talking about modern and traditional, and you know that we knew it was.
No,
it was
but
obvious. You kept saying it, but what I'm saying is that
it was
there was some sort of form. It just wasn't put together, but we can tell where the attempt was. Right. The joke might have not hit, but we knew, oh, that was the joke. It just didn't hit. Like when you said, oh, that's easy, it's not going to last. We knew that that's where the joke was. It just wasn't funny to the people there. Mm-hmm. You know, I think it still has legs. You could find a way to say it where you're not getting everybody.
I did too. I think if I had a little help, once I have the stuff written down, if I had a little help, maybe being like, this is how a joke is written, you know?
Yeah, man. I have a book. It's called The ABCs to Comedy. You want me to lend it to you? Yeah.
I would love that, dude. Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, I would love that. The ABCs of comedy sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's books out there too, Bum, that you could check out too that help you with writing, that tell you like how to structure a joke. There is a form to it. There are things with, you know, for me, it's like you learn the rules and then you break them.
Right. See, that's the thing, is I kind of feel like I need to figure out what the rules are and then figure out how I can flow within the rules. You know,
the number one rule is be funny.
Right.
And that, my friend, is where you lacked that night. I got the best part of that whole set is when you went like, yo, this shit ain't over yet. That could be a movie called The Longest Minute. Remember The Longest Yard? That could be The Longest Minute. Because I know right there you were like, damn, this feels like it should be over already. It's like when somebody said, how long do you do? I said, well, in New York, Jasmine said, oh my God, poor Brian. The Bum says, sounds like there's no wrong or right way. Just do it. Just do something and figure it out.
Yeah, that's the hard part too. That's the hard part, is that it can be that broad, you know.
There is a wrong and right way. The wrong way is it's not funny. The right way is it's funny. And
it's kind of like music.
You could say something that has legs, like I told him, it has legs. In other words, the premise of it is funny, and it never hits. And then you change the words and find those right words and the right way to say it, and then all of a sudden it starts hitting. I mean, I think the art of comedy is that it's a thing of moving around words and always constantly trying to find the least amount of words to say it the best way.
Right.
I don't know if anybody would agree with that. I'm talking.
No.
I don't mean you. I don't mean you. 100%. I mean a real comedian. I don't know if a real comedian would agree with that. Like somebody who I look up to.
That's like the economy of words, dude. That's like the economy of words. You know, you trim the fat, Say as much as you can with
Yeah.
the least amount possible. I was doing the Dom show the other night. We had your boy Barry Katz on there.
Oh, word.
Yeah, yeah. And
Did he remember me?
I didn't ask. I didn't.
How was he? Good, cool dude. How was he? I mean, I don't know him. I just know at
He
this
he
particular moment,
he
I'm just
was
like
yeah
whatever.
he was very nice. He's been in the industry forever, and he talked really highly of Dom. And we talked a lot about like comedy history. Got into like that kind of like structure, joke writing and things like that. But it's really he was saying his favorite comedian is Rodney because in the fewest words possible, he can paint the biggest picture, with his jokes. And I can't, I'm not going to do a Rodney joke, but it's just like the way he would say something about his wife,
You
something
couldn't
about her,
do a
bang bang.
Rodney joke.
No, I couldn't do a Rodney joke. Should we watch a Rodney joke?
No, man. I don't need nothing getting us fucking pulled. Now I'm nervous. Nah, I'm not. I don't care. You want to show a Rodney joke? Show a fucking Rodney joke. Traveling runner, what's up, baby? How you feeling? I hope everything is good. So let's get to some of those comments. You read the first one. It was an okay comment. Nothing bad there. They weren't so mean to you there.
Jeez, he's a terrible person.
Who? You or fucking Tony?
Yeah.
I don't know who.
Tony. We got to ask. We'll follow.
Oh, why'd you have to do it under our page? Why you got to affiliate me with your fucking bomb?
What do you mean? It's all over the place. Okay.
Eleanor, and also to comment on that, Eleanor and Dom just couldn't.
They couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe you were up there.
Yeah.
Before you ever said a word.
They're shocked.
Dom saved you. He knew what
Dom
he was
saved
doing.
me. Yeah, Dom saved me.
Think he's slipping. He ain't slipping.
Yeah, he's not, dude. Yeah, he's so sharp, dog. Yeah,
he's
so
like that
sharp.
dude. He's like that mafia dude in the wheelchair that like he plays off a lot more. This way he knows what to get away with. Listens more than he talks.
Dude, so
he saved you because right when
funny, bro.
I'll never forget.
And then,
we
dude,
should actually make a T-shirt of that.
You want to? All right, I'll write that down.
And then you put when the day just that face you make when the minutes just seem to drag. That's like what someone said. You only get 5 minutes. Is that long? And I said it depends how you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm like 5 minutes is long if you're doing what Brian's doing. Thank you, Jasmine. Congratulations on being monetized. Thank you very much. I don't know what it means.
Well, it means that people need to join the channel or do some super chats and start giving us some money for the show.
Oh, there you go. That sounds right, man. Yeah, if you love us,
Yeah, if you think we're worth something, give us whatever you think we're worth.
Man, I'll just look down on my luck right now, man. I used to be a teacher. The bum says structure. That's a new word for me. Yeah, man. But I mean, listen, it's your own kind of. It's what works for you. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, if you keep hitting open mics, you're going to start to hear what you say that gets a reaction or a laugh, and then the things that don't, and you'll try to find new ways to say it.
Right.
The bum says, picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm following you. That's what's up. Yeah.
I also feel like, dude, it's a thing of style too. Like you're the type of guy, you don't write any of your jokes down. Rarely. Hardly ever, but there's some people who write down every single word and they say every single word exactly right. That's like Mark Norman. Every single word is calculated,
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I do try to, once I have something in my mind, I do search for the perfect way to say it, which that to me never stops. It's like, it's always like, oh, that worked this time. And then I'll do it again and I'll say something else perfect, but then I'll forget to say that part perfect. So for me, it's always trying to find a point where I find everything exactly the way I want it to be. And when I do that twice in a row, I stop doing the bit. The bum says, I panhandle on YouTube via Cash App and on the streets via cash. Yeah, there you go. That has legs. Dom looks like he had a stroke.
No, he's got Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
Yeah. Yep, he's got Parkinson's.
What causes that? Is that something that just happens, or is it something?
Yeah, it's just, dude, I think it's like in your DNA or some shit like that. I don't think it gets like transmitted or anything like that. I think it's just something you develop. I think it is actually.
I didn't think you got it from anal or anything like that. I'm just saying, is it like
getting blowjobs from young women would be how he got it.
Yeah, man. Listen, big up to Dom, man.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
So much fun to be
fuck.
around. Yeah, funny as fuck. And big project with him coming out at some point.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about things, man.
Yo, first one.
The first one. Big up to Jasmine. Rated G is monetized. There you go, mama. The first one. Yeah, there you go, man.
Thank you.
He's always got first, man. Listen, that's fucking dope. The traveling runner says, "Get that shmoney." No doubt. Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah,
it just feels good. It feels good. Not gonna lie, that felt real good, Jasmine. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're the first. I'll always remember that. Actually, we might have to make a shirt. Me and my daughter are first. The first person to ever fucking send us a fucking monetized thing. That's awesome. That felt good. Yeah. You know, those things start popping up. I guarantee you, I'm gonna have much more cheerier fucking conversations.
Yeah, I'll have a better background.
And you won't be doing the podcast from your fucking kitchen room.
The kitchen and the closet.
Yeah, fucking kitchen room. The right side of him is his kitchen. The left is his living room. It's fucking amazing.
Oh man. Oh, it feels good to be monetized, Jim. I'm happy with that. Did you spit it back in there? And
yeah, I did.
Drank it.
What am I gonna do? It's my water. It's my fucking water.
That's nasty.
That's right. That's right.
Nasty.
I just snowballed my own water.
Is that what it's called? It's called a snowball?
You don't remember Clerks?
Oh yeah, I
forgot about it. I forgot about that. He was like, he likes the snowball, and he's like, "What's a snowball?" And he's like, "That's when they come in your mouth and you spit it back into his mouth."
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Well, you know what, bum? When you put it that way, it does sound wrong. Yeah. He said he drank his own juice. Nothing wrong. Yeah, that sounds bad when you put it that way. Yeah. Now you're gonna make me pour it out. Now I'm gonna have to get up.
What do you mean, throw up? Throw up? You're gonna have to throw. I thought you drank it already. Didn't you drink it?
No, I still got some in there. It's a little cloudy.
Ah, dude, that's disgusting, dog. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's terrible. That's foul. That's foul. Oh, dude, you're like picking your nose and then just eating it right on air.
Same thing. How do you figure that's the same thing? Mm-hmm. And now y'all demonetized. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm not getting too used to it, man. I told Brian, man, my conspiracy is that they monetize us to try to control us because they're hoping when we see those 99 cent and those dollars rolling in that we'll start to conform, you know, because we won't want to lose that, you know, $20 a show we do.
And I got news for you. I will conform. I'm conforming already.
I will not conform, man. I will not be silenced. You know, I was just thinking that before we started.
Silence.
I was so you mute me. No, but I was just thinking when I was on my fucking balcony. That's right, you heard it right. I was on my balcony smoking on my blunt, overlooking Atlantic City, right? And Raymond says 200 episodes. Holy shit. I remember when I started podcast number 1. Big up to you guys for such a thank you so much. And Raymond went back and fucking saw every episode, man. And came out to see us for the live taping. When we did the live taping. Raymond, you the dog, man. Big up to you. But I was just thinking to myself, you know, I don't know why, but I'm standing there looking out and I just said, I will not be silenced. In my head, I just said, I will not be silenced, right? And then I thought to myself, why is it always the people with the lowest IQs are the ones that don't want to be silenced? Like all the smart motherfuckers conform, but the stupid asses, they're like, I will not be silenced. And everybody's like,
you think that's what it is? Or you think the smart people actually are the dumb ones?
Well, you know, in a world run by idiots, the wise man is the fool. You know.
That had some wisdom in it. So there you go. There's your daily dose of wisdom from Gary today.
I don't know if I made that up. I don't think I did.
You definitely didn't make that up.
No.
Hold on. What was it? Can you say it? Can you say it again?
No.
Yeah. What was it? What
I
was
don't
it?
remember.
In a
In
world run
in
by
a world
idiots.
in a world run by idiots, the wise man is the fool. That's what I said. I'm pretty sure it's said in a.
Proverbs. Yeah, it's Proverbs.
Is it? Is it Proverbs? Yeah, there you go. But that goes to show you, dog. That's where my wisdom comes from. You know, it's Proverbs. Look at that. That's called modern day ghetto Proverbs, man. That's just me giving it my own fucking what do they call it? You call me an idiot? Is that what
No,
that's it?
it's a giddy up.
The bum says I speak my mind because it's the last 2 cents I have after the government took everything. True, man. The government, man, I'm paying them every month. Raymond says if we're all run by idiots, the wise man is the fool. Hey, yeah, man. There you go, man. Uh yeah, man. In a world run by idiots, the wise man is the fool. That is fucking Proverbs. I do remember it now. But look at that. Look how it sticks in you, man. See, that's why you are what you eat, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else feeding themselves with shit. I feed myself with the bread of life, son. And it just gets into my everyday conversation without even thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, man. It's nice to know that in this brain there's a little bit of wisdom. I just wish I could get to it quicker. Like in times of need.
Right.
In times of need. Sometimes I'm just like, I just got my email for them dismissing my case. They sent me a whole thing, a plaintiff and whatever, and it says due to this and that, the case was dismissed.
Very nice, dude.
Yeah, that's dope. I feel like I'm 1-1 right now. The truth is, I feel like I'm actually 2-0.
You think so?
Because even when I went to the court the first time, I went there with it was a $55 ticket. They tried to charge me $95, right? And I wound up paying $6.
Yeah.
That's a win. Like that's like
yeah, no, it's a win. It's a win. It's
because
a
if
win.
you put that in years, right? Like if I was an attorney and you put that in years, you're facing 55 years, right? And I get that shit lowered to 6 years. Who wouldn't hire me as an attorney?
Yeah, I think you should be talking about days though.
Okay, let's talk days. Let's say that they wanted to give you 55 days and I got it lowered to 6. You still wouldn't hire me as an attorney?
I would hire you. Yeah, you'd be a great attorney. Yeah, you would get
man.
it. Yeah, you would crush in that courtroom.
So I got one case lowered from $55 to $6. In my second case, I got dismissed. I'm in the wrong fucking business, dog. I think I need to start my own practice. What do I got to do to get one of those fucking licenses?
Pass the bar.
Pass the bar. Do you still got to do that, or is that racist now? Because I could say I'm Puerto Rican, yo. That shit is racist, man.
Oh, you're not allowed to be an attorney in this country.
No, I am. And by the way, Bum, I'm not a felon, man. Yeah, no way, man. I've never even been indicted once. President's been indicted 4 fucking times. I've never been indicted once. The Bum says he's actually a real G. But I'm saying, dude, I think I'm in the wrong business. You know what I'm saying? Because I've gone 2 cases on my own. Actually, if you really want to think about it, that's my 3rd case. That's my 3rd case because my first case is when I cut open my finger, opening up a box of knives.
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, that was a good win.
And I had to go to mediate. What is it? Mediation, whatever that shit is called. Yeah, I had to do that.
Arbitration.
I had to do arbitration, and I won. I got $30,000 for cutting open my own.
You'd be like Jackie Childs if you were an attorney.
Oh, dude, I was watching Law and Order Marathon that whole day, dude. I went in there knowing the lingo. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to go. And like
I tell you, who told you to put the bra on?
3 cases where I basically had to handle it myself. You know what I'm saying? I had a lawyer for that other case, but when I had to go to arbitration, it was me who had to sit there and go against them because I was a guaranteed. If I lost, I was going to make $2,000 guaranteed. And if I won, the top he could give me was 30. He said if I didn't do that, he would have gave me more. All right. That's how good I am. So my first one was a $30,000 settlement. My second one, I took a $55 ticket, turned it into a $6 ticket. And my third one, where the landlord tried to evict me, I got it dismissed. Come on, baby. You in trouble with the government, man? You feeling like you getting the short end of the stick? Call Gary G. Garcia, law firm.
My cousin Vinny, nope. My cousin G.
Yeah, man. The traveling runner says, "Interesting how y'all monetize the day OJ passes away." Let the conspiracy theory. Did OJ pass away?
Fake.
No
Yeah,
way.
he died, dude. He died today.
No way.
Yep.
No way.
Yes
Breaking
way.
news.
Breaking news.
This
4
is the
hours
first,
ago.
This is the first thing where it's breaking news, but it's breaking to me.
Yeah.
I'm not breaking it to you. You guys are breaking it to me. See that? The old swisheroo. Yes, he died of prostate cancer. Wow. Wow, man. I wonder if whatchamacallit, they're gonna be throwing a party, man. I wonder if the family of that dude he chopped up. Themore says episode 200. Let's go. We in it, baby. We in it. So if this is hell, where does OJ go from here? Yeah, this isn't hell, baby. I believe Earth is a taste of both worlds, man. It's gonna be what you make it.
Purgatory, if you will.
You know, I don't believe in purgatory. To be absent from the body.
Is that Catholic shit? Is that Catholic shit? Purgatory.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah, okay.
Allegedly. Yeah, that's crazy, man. He died today. Let's bring it up, baby. Let's see what happened. Where'd they find him? Prostate cancer. Did he die in a hospital? Did he have some loved ones around? Were there
OJ?
Were there protesters out the window?
OJ acquitted of charges. Blah blah blah. Family announced he died Wednesday after battling cancer. He died in Las Vegas, April 10th. Yeah, succumbed to his battle. Surrounded by children and grandchildren during this time of transition. Oh, he's transitioning too.
Was he?
No.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't go into that. They got a picture of the Bronco.
Wow, that's the picture they have. That'll be great.
They got a plane
great if they take him to the funeral in a Bronco with a bunch of cop cars behind them. That's how you should take him. That's the exact reaction I would expect from the Killer G. No, but here's what I'm wondering, because the family was around him, right? When he passed away, do you think when it finally went beep, they all looked at each other and went, he killed them motherfuckers? Yeah, man. I think he did. I think he killed them.
Do that on stage tonight. Do both of those things. You say, I heard they're making OJ's funeral arrangements. They're bringing him to the church in a white Bronco.
A white Bronco? No, but I'm saying, I think so.
That's a good joke, dude. That's a very good joke.
I think when he finally died, they all looked at each other and went, yeah, he killed that motherfucker. He killed them motherfuckers, yo. And
do that tonight too, bro. Do you have a show tonight? No, you don't have a show tonight.
Yeah, I have a show tonight. It's me.
Do that tonight.
Me, Greg Giraldo Jr., the son of the great Greg Giraldo.
Wait. Greg Giraldo.
Greg Giraldo Jr. Yeah, man. Come check him out, man. The fruit don't fall too far from the tree. And he's up and coming, and he's up and coming out here. And if you guys come, he'll be up and coming all over your faces. Gross. But I think they all did that, dude. I think they all did that. They all were like, right. They felt like a relief, man. Now we can go about our lives again, man. Now we don't have to worry about him wanting to go get ice cream. And then we got to go over there, eat ice cream with this man. Everybody's looking like, yo, look at this murderer. I hope he doesn't kill the kid he's with. Traveling Runner said, I saw that meme. It would be
a wasted
opportunity if they didn't do that with the Bronco funeral procession. Oh yeah, man. They gotta do that, man. Definitely. Your comedy club ever do live streams on YouTube? Nah, we don't actually, man. I value the people's time and money too much to give away the stuff that they're coming up and they're coming out here to see. That's why I don't put a lot of clips on my thing either. I just feel like people pay money to come and see me. If they want to film me and then share that, feel free, because you paid for that. You can do whatever you want. But I feel like it's disrespect the money.
Dude, it's so funny that and a lot of comedians hate getting filmed, which is so funny. You don't mind them filming you. I like that.
No, I don't, because they pay for it, Right. So it's like if they want to take what they paid good money for, and they also and they also took the time to actually come out to see me, because the truth of the matter is, man, I don't need a million motherfuckers, loving me on Instagram. I need 30 of them motherfuckers showing up for all my shows. then I'll be doing this for a long time. If I can get 30 motherfuckers to show up for every fucking show I ever do, believe me, I'll be all right in this game. It's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't normally translate a lot. I mean, once you start getting millions of followers, then yeah, it translates. But 40,000, 50,000 followers, and then you get 3 people at your shows, that doesn't do anything. Rest in peace to the cast of The Naked Gun. Yeah, nobody could say that OJ wasn't funny in that movie. And I'll tell you this, I was still able to watch The Naked Gun.
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
I was still able to watch it.
All right. Jeez. Okay.
Why are you, what's going on here?
You're just getting really amped up about this OJ
I can't
thing,
get it.
dude. I didn't know you guys were that close to friends. I didn't know you guys
were Puerto Rican, dog, all right? I have a lot of passion when I speak.
I don't see race.
I have a lot of passion. That's all it is. I'm not excited, but I'm just saying.
I don't see race, Gary. I see
The traveling runner said to the cast of Naked Gun, and all I did was say that, yes, he was really good in that movie. Jasmine says, I would love to see more crowd work clips, though. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Jasmine. The problem with my crowd work clips is usually me going, get out. Just get out. That's a lot of my crowd work clips. Just get out. I don't have time for this shit, man. I didn't write none of this down, but I took a lot of time thinking about it. So how about you let me just say what I got to say? And if you don't like it, just leave. Just leave. But yeah, I mean, he was good. He was funny.
You talking to me? I can leave.
Yeah, you could just roll 3 steps back and you'll be out of your crib.
Oops.
Don't go nowhere, man. Cut it out. You stay in your little circle. Nelson is dead. Wow. Was that his name in Naked Gun?
Yeah, I
G
guess so,
was OJ's golf caddy in Vegas. Yo, I remember where I was when they said, I remember where I was when they said not guilty.
Where were you?
I was still in Ravenswood. I was cleaning my bedroom at the time. I had a day off of work. And I had it on, all day channel. I just had it on cleaning. And then they came to like the thing and I stopped and I was watching and they said, not guilty. I said, get the fuck out of here. Really? And then I went back to cleaning. That was the most of it, man. I'm a very desensitized human being, man.
You are.
Yeah, sure. I am, but I have feelings.
You think that's childhood trauma? Is that what that is?
What, being desensitized?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's from growing up in nothing but trauma. Yeah, I guess it is. Childhood, adulthood, traumas make you desensitized to things. You see things enough, all of a sudden, as it doesn't, Like, I feel bad for this young generation, man. The titty will never do for this young generation what it did for my generation.
Same.
It never will, because there's titties everywhere now, man. You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. You grow up seeing nipples and all kinds of shit when you're young. You just grow up seeing it. Now it means nothing. When I was growing up, man, there was value to a nice fucking cleavage or just seeing a titty. You would bug the fuck out. Jasmine says, no, it's from him filling his head with so much negativity in the world. Me filling my head with much? No, I don't fill my head with negativity just because the world. See, that's funny. The world is negative. And because I realize that, I'm filling my head with negativity.
That's what everyone says about me too, G. That's what all my family and friends and people who love me say.
Jasmine, here's what you don't understand, my love, is that you have me. I allow you to live in your Disney World fantasy that everything's good and that I'm insane, so that I protect you from that. Because if the shit hits the fan, you're the first one I'm scooping. You're the love of my life, my daughter, and plus your husband is a pilot. So we're going to need him. So we're going to get you, and I'm going to know what to do. You don't need to. I allow you to stay happy, and I want you to stay happy. I don't want you to take the whole pill. Just know that I'm not dumb,
But you can sign up for the red pill for $2.99 a month if you want to.
Yeah.
That's as deep as you need to go.
That's as deep as you need to go. You don't have to go all the way to the Matrix. Devon says, gee, what was it like growing up with the mob around the streets? Safe. It was safe. They used to buy all the uniforms for the baseball teams and the hockey teams, and yeah, it was a great time, man.
And it was really the 80s when everything started to really turn to shit, right? In New York?
90s.
Yeah.
When Gotti took over, and then they started like really locking down and locking up, that's when it all just kind of went away.
Right. Well, no,
Giuliani.
but that's what I'm saying. When they started locking up all the mob guys, then the city got dangerous, and there's spray paint on everything, and then they needed Giuliani as a mayor to arrest everybody.
Well, I can't speak about the whole city, but I know that in my neighborhood, when they were around, it was a lot safer. And then once they weren't around, it became a little more fiery, so to speak, on the streets and shit like that. The traveling rundown. I wonder if Johnny Cochran and Robert Kardashian will be the first to greet him at the gates. The gates of hell. That's where all the murderous running backs go. Was he a running back or a receiver? I don't even know. But damn, he could jump those suitcases. The traveling runner says words, safe like a motherfucker. Cheap Shaq sneakers and fireworks for sale around the 4th. Yeah, man. I used to go out the 5th. I never bought any shit. I would go out on the 5th and just collect all the shit that didn't lick off. It was fun. It was like a fucking, almost like an Easter egg hunt.
You know how dangerous it is to relight ones that didn't go off?
Yeah, man.
About twice as dangerous it is as lighting them off the first time.
Tell that to my boy Pointer. We call him that because he blew off every finger but his pointer.
Oh, really? I had a kid in my school with a nub.
He
had a nub, and he would go up to girls at lunchtime and rub their neck with the nub, dude, and freak them out. It was so funny.
That's pretty gross. I saw the other day, I was watching the first 48. There was a cop with a nub, and he had a watch on it. And I'm like, the motherfucker. Well, I guess it helps him to wind it. Yeah, because I was gonna be like, he couldn't put it on his wrist. He has one good wrist. But then I realized you can't really wind a watch with a nub.
How tight would it have to be? It had to be pretty tight on there, right?
It looked like a tourniquet, yeah. Timur said, I haven't found a good vid on the fabrication of the OJ murders. Maybe I'll have to make one. Just give it a couple of days. It's still early. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. 3 days in, and there hasn't been no conspiracy theory about it yet. That's pretty odd. The bum says, do you think World War III is going to happen? We're in the process of it. It's happening all around us. America didn't get involved into World War II until how many years you said it was? 9 years before we got involved into World War II, or 6?
I think 36 is really started. 45. So yeah, it's 9.
9 years before we got into it. That's the thing. Americans think that World War III only begins when we get involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you look around, it's going on everywhere.
Russia and Ukraine, dude. It's Israel, Palestine. It's the skirmishes are beginning.
All right, so here's my very uneducated guess of what's going to happen. My very uneducated guess of what's going to happen is if there actually is an election, Trump will win, and then Trump will actually talk to these people and stop the wars. And then he will usher in the Antichrist. Yeah, man. That's what I think, to be honest. But it's a very uneducated guess. The traveling runner says, I heard that the capo from the hood is in Florida now.
Probably.
Yeah, I would guess. Isn't that where they all go?
Yeah, he's in Boca.
To live their mundane lives, just a regular old schmo.
No, they're sitting on paper, smoking cigs or cigars, big cigars.
The pasta out here sucks. The sauce, they call this sauce. They sit there reminisce on the old days. The traveling runner, we living in the prequels to Escape from New York. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But I got a pilot in my family. I know which way I'm going. Up. Okay, while everybody else is going like this, north, south. I'm going up. The fuck out of here, man. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, listen, man. I think it's all gonna, things are gonna blow over. I think. Yeah. I think things will get settled right before the brink of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's messed up because like all these people going to war, and it's like the people really ain't got no beef. The people are like, hey, well, come on, man, what? I just want to be able to go to fucking Dollar General, pay the right price, hope I don't get gouged, and do my thing. The bum said the bull came out here to the West Coast. He's in Scottsdale. Is he? Did he get locked up for like ecstasy or something like that?
Yeah, he did later on. He got locked up for ecstasy after the fact, but now he's got a podcast and he's just telling all the stories. But everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead now. Yeah, it's good when you outlive everybody in the mob. Well,
he ratted, dude. He turned.
Well, it's not the way to do it,
dude. Yeah,
it's not the way to do it.
Sammy
the way
rat.
he did it is not the way to do it. But you know what, man? Listen, nowadays people, obviously they don't care. I bet his podcast gets millions of views.
It's a great show. I've watched it a bunch of times.
Exactly.
I tried to get him on our show.
In general, and even for him, even more so that they're all dead and he outlived them because he was a rat, but now they're all dead. So he really doesn't have to worry about retribution. They're all dead. He outlived them. But yeah, then you got all those stories that you can actually tell now. That's fun. Themore says the Otani FBI report came out today. If you're into conspiracies, what's the Otani FBI?
Yeah, so this guy, Shohei Otani, he was a baseball player, and he was like betting on games. I'll bring up like the charges about it. So the former interpreter, so his interpreter, the guy Shohei Otani, his interpreter stole more than $16 million over 2 years from Otani to pay off gambling debts to an illegal sports book, according to an affidavit. Federal authorities filed a complaint accusing this guy of bank fraud. Otani referred to the complaint only as a professional player, told authorities he did not authorize the transfers. Text messages show Missouri began gambling and losing substantial sums of money, but he was gambling on Otani's games, right? So I don't know if this guy is going down according to this FBI report. Everything that I read was that he was gambling on himself.
Yeah, but isn't that what Pete Rose did?
It is, and he got banned from baseball forever for it.
Yeah, I think it's about time they let him in. Don't you think? Doesn't anybody think that it's about time they let him in? You got motherfuckers in there with steroids and all kinds of shit. You got, is OJ even in the? I think OJ's still in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it says this guy Otani, or the baseball player paid the guy $500,000 in increments last year to help him out of his gambling debt. And they said he never bet on baseball.
I would never bet on baseball. Baseball has been very, very good to me. Sammy the Bull came out here, right? The traveling runner says all the way up.
All the way up.
That's one of the worst lyrics I ever heard. He said, if you ask me where I live, I'll point to the hill and say, go all the way up. That's why I don't go to the Bronx, man. Too many hills. The bum says, and Mike the gas guy is in Newport Beach. Interesting. Very interesting. The bum, what are your thoughts about Mike Dowd, the New York City cop? Why do I know that name, Mike Dowd?
I think it was it was either the 7-5 documentary or it was Fear City, that other New York documentary. But he was an NYPD. He was an NYPD cop. And it centers around him, and I'm pretty sure I might be getting I think he was tied into Michael Franchise.
It says recording error. What does that mean? I'm seeing recording error right there.
That's all right. It records our audio files too, but don't worry about that.
All right. I see things pop up in red.
Yeah, it's okay. We're still
right. Yep. Yeah. Nah, I saw that, but
the 7-5. Yeah, it was the 7-5. Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I just don't remember.
But it was his first day on the job as an NYC cop, and they like go over and they like beat the shit out of some Dominicans and like steal their coke or something like that.
His first day on the job?
Yeah. He went out with these older guys. Yeah, and it was like something like that. It wasn't that exact situation, but it was something like that.
He jumped right in both feet.
And he was just like, this is just the old guys brought him along. They're like, hey, you got to come with us. And they brought him along. And it was kind of, he was around when they did it.
Training day. It was like,
yeah, exactly. Day.
Yeah. The traveling runner, he was a crook pretending to be a cop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His words. Yeah. I remember that. But listen, I mean, like I said, back in the day, there was a thing called perks. What do you think a cop's gonna do when he busts into a house and there's $1 million there and they're making the bullshit they're making?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna be like, we have to report all of it?
Or a million perks. What if he goes in and there's just a million Percocets all over the place?
It's very hard. You got to give all them over. I can't take, you know what I'm saying?
I knew this kid, dude, who was a EMT, and he worked in Philly, and he would go to houses all the time to pronounce people dead, like if someone just old person died, and then he would ask to collect all their pills to get rid of them for him, and then he would just get thousands of oxys.
That's a cool scam.
Yeah, good scam, right?
I don't know if it's good, but it's a cool one. The bum says, bro, cheating is a part of life. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, rigged fight.
All sports are fixed on this podcast.
Oh, yeah, all sports. I can't even watch it anymore. It sucks.
I don't watch any of it. Yep.
It sucks, man. 19K bets, 24 bets a day.
Woo!
Pete Rose said, I should have had an interpreter. Raymond says, guys, I'll help you on Spotify, but will that money actually go to you guys, or they going to rip you guys off and give you a small percentage? Can't say I know.
Yeah, we're not sure yet.
We'll find out.
Yeah. They'll take some, but they give us the most. It's like 70% or above.
I never put much thought into it. It's like when I was growing up, I got my ID, but I never went and got my permit or nothing when I was growing up because I didn't see a car anywhere in my future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't see it. I didn't grow up having a car. So, all my friends were like, they're getting cars. They're going out to get their license. I was like, I don't see me getting no car no time soon. So I never went and got it. That's how I feel about monetization. I never looked up exactly what it's about because I never thought that definitely wasn't one of my goals because I never thought it was even anything achievable.
Mm-hmm.
Like being the first Puerto Rican president. It's not one of my goals. I don't find it to be achieved. Nor do I want it because once again, no more perks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like part of being a cop, cop job sucks, man. Like I ain't gonna say I condone it in a perfect world. Yes, everything should be on the up and up. But like even in general, you should be able to get in front of the line. You should be able to get a fucking sandwich without them spitting in it. You should be able to fucking
Chick-fil-A gives cops free food.
I mean the drugs. I would say the drugs probably you shouldn't be able to snatch drugs, but if there's money on the premises, man, and you could skim a little. I'm not gonna tell you not to. I mean,
what do you think? 10%? Just take 10%, right? 25?
I mean, if you want, listen. The best thing to do is say when they get a big bust like that they do get to split a percentage of it. Then they would report it. You can get taxed.
Well, the government takes it and then they use it and then they pay the cops.
No, I'm saying, like, in other words, this part goes to the precinct, 10% go to the arresting officers. You know what I'm saying? It gives them a little incentive. That's a better incentive than quotas.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give this many, you got to stop this many motherfuckers. And a better incentive is if you make big busts, you get to keep 10% of the worth. So like if you get like, $1 million worth of heroin, you'll get the cost of 10% of that.
But then you have to sell the heroin to get the money.
No, I'm saying when it's product, you get the value of it. Although I
know, but then
start to go down.
But they have to sell it. I'm saying, to get the value of it, they have to sell it.
Well, they're going to do that anyway.
Uh-huh.
They're going to do that anyway.
I know, but that's the CIA's money, Gary. That's the CIA's cash.
But exactly. So you let them, so the CIA will give the 10%.
Okay.
Look, I'm trying to make.
Why don't you make a formal written request to the CIA and the NSA?
This is why
for them to give 10% of their coke money. No, 10%
I heard you. Of the bust should go to the arresting officers. What, 5%? Maybe a little less? Am I being too?
No, I just don't see them giving it up. I think
10%. I don't either. But I'm saying we were talking perfect worlds.
Oh, okay.
And you notice in my perfect world, there's illegal drug dealers.
Yeah. Well, they should all be under the table. Let's make it real. You shouldn't be penalized for trafficking some fentanyl. That's all I'm saying, dude.
I'm just saying there should be some incentive. Themor says 2 days after the distinctly American eclipse, President Joe Biden announced that on the next visit to our closest celestial neighbor, the moon, the U.S. will be accompanied by one of its closest friends, Japan. We're going to the moon again, boys.
So the eclipse was only in America?
It was only on my side of the block. You couldn't see it if you crossed to the other side of the block. It depends what side you were on. It was all bullshit. I don't know. They say don't look at it. I looked right into it. Sure, I drove around for the next half hour with spots in front of my eyes and couldn't really make out
Oh
letters,
yeah,
but it
check that
didn't
out.
burn out.
It only went through Mexico and just did this little pattern here.
Yeah, if you're behind it, all you saw was the sun, right? That's called something else, isn't it? When the moon
So
goes
solar.
behind the sun.
Well, there's a lunar eclipse. That's when the sun. I think which one is the solar
The one we
eclipse?
had, the moon went in front of the sun, which means if you're behind it, the sun is going in front of the
Yeah.
moon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, isn't it crazy how everything's relative to where you're standing?
Yeah.
Even
Oh
left
no.
or right.
So no. So solar eclipse is when the moon is in front of the sun, but a lunar eclipse is when the Earth is in between the moon and the sun.
But what is it when the sun's behind the fucking and you're on the side that sees behind it? Are you on the side that sees behind it? Or does everybody only
I don't think
see
you could
one
see.
side of the sun?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, no, the moon goes around us. You know what's so weird to me, dude? And I say this all the time. The moon doesn't spin. You know, it's in something they call a tidal lock, and it just rotates around like a ball that doesn't just think about that. A basketball.
It doesn't spin at all.
No, the same
I would think
side.
there's some sort of rotation. No,
spin at all, dude.
not even
At
through
all.
time. It's just not because like if you're floating, don't you think eventually you would turn? Oh, look, man, it's
But it doesn't.
snowing outside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like snow and rain at the same time. It's this new rain. Have you noticed this new rain? It bounces 3 times before it disintegrates. Look at boom, 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 boom. It's a new rain. It looks like rain, but it looks like snow. But you go outside and you don't even get wet in it. I'm not saying they're fucking with the weather. I'm just thinking we should start asking some questions.
Beemore says the face rotates very slowly, but it doesn't spin in a circle because the face of the moon always faces us.
Exactly, but I don't think
but what is it? So it just rotates. It rotates like this way, like the face just rotates in front of us.
No, like this.
Like that.
Like this. It does it like this. You know, like in the breakdancing days, it does it like just all. It just kind of it floats. Ain't you ever seen a motherfucker floating off in space?
Don't.
Who you shushing? Did you just shush me?
Don't talk to me like that.
You're feeling you have been a little jumpy. Okay. You have been a little jumpy lately, and we're gonna talk about it, man. I don't know what's going on in your life, you know. I feel a little pale right now in this picture. Let's see if I could change this lighting a little bit, man.
You look a little orange. You look orange to me. You look jaundice. Is that a color?
Jaundice. Yeah, I think so. I guess I'll go with that.
More says the pics are funny. How you get a 70-mile wide shadow is showing half the Earth affected.
I don't know, man. It was just a shitty looking day where I was, man. It just looked like it got cloudy. You know, it rotates with the Earth, I think, so we never see the dark side of the moon. Pink Floyd did. Were they the only ones?
Yeah, here you go. I got an animation that allegedly shows this.
Man, look at that Earth go.
I know, dude. Look at that.
I still don't understand how everybody doesn't fly off.
Well, that's because the mass is so big that it pulls you in, allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's just, dude, what? We're sure? We're sure?
Well, I don't know, man. We got to ask the Nazis who told us that. Maybe they need to explain it a little better for me. I don't trust anything that I can't figure out. In other words, you can't bring me to it to show me like, look, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way that like, in other words, I got to take your word for it. I have to take your word for it. And y'all don't ever agree. You know, they don't even agree. I have to take their word for it because it's not like even through a microscope, you look through and you see that. You know what I'm saying? You can look at one at a time, but you're not seeing it all just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. The mass is too big. That's what she said. Going too fast. The bum says Earth looks flat in that diagram. Like a pizza. Themo says, gee, what's your best take on why we didn't land on the moon? Well, I used to just think, you know, not enough gas. Um, but now I think it's the firmament. I don't think we could break it. That, and just I don't think they were able to create anything that can go up into the atmosphere and land. I just don't think they did it. I don't think we made it. I have no reason to believe we did. No matter what Matt Walsh says.
I
Matt Walsh
think
broke it down the other day. He was like, for that to not have happened, and this and this and this and this would have to have. There's so many things that would have had to have been. But even the people who said they landed on it said they didn't land on it.
I think. I mean, the biggest reason in my head is none of the other stuff, but just to think about in 1969, the World Series was on radio, not on television, right? And it was during the day, because they didn't have lights at the stadiums. Yeah. So and then they did a live phone call to the moon.
That's my biggest thing is that they didn't drop the call once. I can't even where I live right now can't get a clear phone call.
Dude, it's a Zoom call.
Yes, of course. It takes me 3 calls. These motherfuckers spoke and the call didn't drop once.
And of course, the government has better technology than us, but not that much better.
I mean, at that time, you're talking to the moon.
Yeah.
I would think by now we have at least the technology to be able to talk from Ohio to Queens in a fucking clear manner without it dropping. Even around here, I drive around some parks, I go into some roads, and all of a sudden everything cuts off.
Yeah.
I believe that Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing. That I do believe. I saw that movie about it too, Room 33 or whatever it was called. And it was about the whole thing of all the messages he put in the movie to say that he filmed it. A Wag the Dog, man.
Room 237.
Yep, that was I saw that. It was pretty good. Very interesting. It's like I said, a Wag the Dog, man. That motherfucker wanted people to know he did it. Is he still alive?
No, 99.
99, he died. I wonder how far after making that movie.
Oh, shit.
The moon is supposedly 237,000 miles away. But you can't drive there.
Yep.
And can a plane travel? I mean, can a rocket? You tell me a rocket could travel that far without having to gas up again? What does it go on? What is it? Gas?
Yeah. Rocket fuel.
Yeah, the fuel, but like that.
Yeah. Here are a couple really big. All right, so the flag they placed the plant on the moon, which should have been flaccid. The moon exists in a vacuum, and it's taught in the photos, even waving. Right, knowing that the flag would be flaccid and believing flaccid flag was no way to declare victory, engineers fitted the pole with the cross beam. That's what they said.
Every time you say flaccid flag, it just seems like I see a pole with a dick just flaccid on it that says USA.
It says there's only one source of light on the moon, the sun, yet there's actually multiple: the sun, the Earth, and the lander. Yeah, all right. Well, this is debunking it.
Yeah, I just don't believe it, man. The traveling runner says they had 2 cups and a string. That's why the call was so clear. So yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, like I said, that alone creates enough doubt for me, man.
Right.
Like the fact that they were able to talk to the moon uninterrupted. You know what I'm saying? Like, try calling fucking another country right now. On your cell phone and see how clear that shit is, or from your car. I don't know, man. I just don't buy it, and it does. Does that make me stupid because I don't believe it? Attention has the
AT&T.
AT&T has the Nixon phone call on YouTube. It's so funny.
Yo, dude, look at this. AT&T's website.
A call to the moon. 45.
Yeah, it's a Sunday, the 45th anniversary of the call.
It may be a function of the suit as well as Hey, this is Houston. Can we get both of you on the camera for a minute, please?
I'm not buying it.
I think we're going to have a here. I want both of them in the field of view. Roger, we'd like to get both of you in the field of view of the camera for a minute.
So it was like walkie-talkie
from the White House. I just can't tell you how proud we all are of what you have done. For every American, this has to be the proudest day of our lives. And for people all over the world, I am sure that they too join with Americans in recognizing what an immense feat this is. Because of what you have done, the heavens have become a part of man's world.
Interesting.
Oh, you talk to us from the sea of tranquility. It inspires us to redouble our efforts to bring peace and tranquility to earth. For one priceless moment in the whole history of man, all the people on this earth are truly one. One in their pride in what you have done.
What is he reading, a piece of paper, dude?
One in our prayers that you will return safely to earth.
All right. Enough.
Hold on. See the response.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor and privilege for us to be here representing not only the United States, but...
Like, dog, what?
You know what's crazy is... Yeah, like we didn't bump into no aliens up there, no taxis or anything. No, what's crazy is that if in fact, and like I said, you know, let's say it really did happen. Everyone saw, I'm not proud. Like I wasn't proud. Like big deal. What does that mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? A new place for storage. Like in what way does that bring peace? You know, like in what way does that bring peace? I don't know. So we went to the fucking moon. All right. If that really happened, if it didn't really happen, like that dude straight up knows it didn't happen. And he's sitting there on the news having this kind of like, we are so proud of you. And like,
and they've never lied to us before about anything, Gary. And once they've lied once, they've never done it again.
No, but what I'm saying is to sit there knowing all that shit is fake and just, you know, all those people knowing it's fake. Just to, you know, there's some evil people. What can I tell you? I mean, don't get me wrong. It takes a lot to pull that off, man.
Does it though? Does it?
Yeah, I don't know.
When people just die suddenly. What did I see today? Somebody else just got whacked. I can't remember what who's in related to, but I saw the news article.
A Clinton friend?
No, I don't know.
I know somebody, some Clinton friend or Obama person died recently. Raymond says if the earth is supposedly flat or dome-like, and some theories claim the earth is centered and sun and moon actually rotate around it, how can we presume the sun and moon are globe-like? What if they're just as flat or dome-like as the earth, or just stationary, and maybe the earth spins on a single axis? Inquiring minds want to know. I don't know. You know, and it's claimed, you know, if you go biblical, it's you know, flat, you know, spheric, like flat kind of whatever, you know. People say flat and they think it's like, no, there's some, it's just not around, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, and to me, it comes down to like, really, what does it matter? Like, you know, I don't know. I'm still $1,000 behind in my electric. The traveling runner says, can you imagine what that long distance charge was on that phone bill? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it. What was this? It was a cell phone call? Because you know they didn't.
Here's some depictions of the flat Earth.
Yeah, with a dome-shaped top, right? Shit like that.
Yeah, so it looks like a globe.
A firmament. Yeah, top half of a globe, kind of. Bottom half, actually, with the top being kind of flat, with hills and valleys and shit, you know? I don't know. Imagine Drayons. I'm on top of the world music video. Is all about Kubrick faking.
Imagine Dragons.
Oh, Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's a song.
Oh, okay. The Bum. We need to send a stoner to space so we get real answers.
You imagine eating like a fucking eighth of mushrooms before that ship takes off, like 10 minutes before they start doing the 10-minute or countdown, and you just gobble up a bunch.
A bunch of mush. Yeah, I would do something like that, man.
Dog, and just transport into space.
Literally
tripping balls.
That would be crazy. I was just watching this thing on the Hells Angels. And they were talking about how this one dude was high on like crazy meth and LSD one night, and two guys started fucking with him. You know, they were in a hotel room and they were like fucking with him. They call it mud something, they call it. Like they're fucking with you to see like how much you could take. But the dude was tripping balls. And they had these plastics because it was raining that they put over their bikes and they put him on the bed. And then the dude started bugging, thinking they were gonna kill him. So he runs into the bathroom, checks his gun, comes out and just start busting his own people, man, because he was bugging out so much. And they were fucking with him. That's why you shouldn't fuck with people when they're on drugs like that. Like, I hate when someone knows I'm tripping. Like, oh, you tripping? You tripping? And I'm like, why are you waving your hands in my face, dick? Like, what's the purpose? What joy do you get out of trying to freak me out? Which isn't going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to make me have a bad trip and I'm going to start eating your face. You're not going to make me bug out like, oh my God.
Are you doing meth again, Gary?
It's just
Are you doing crystal meth again?
No, but I'm saying like when someone knows you're tripping, they right away, yeah, you're tripping.
It's me.
You're tripping. And they act like dicks. And I'm like, why are you acting like a dick? Because I'm tripping.
Yeah. It's
you know what I'm saying? That gives you from, and then you're going to fuck with me. And what's going to happen is I'm not going to bug out. I'm going to get extremely triply angry at the fact that you're fucking with me when all I want to do is trip. And then I'm going to start eating you like a zombie. You know, the traveling runner, those people are the worst. Are you high? Exactly. Like, what the fuck? Shut up.
Yeah. Oh, that smells good.
Here, take this. And then you'll figure it out yourself, you fucking dick. Sitting there waving hands in my face. Mushrooms will be legal.
Illegal. Oh, legal.
They will be legal. They are illegal now.
Correct.
Do they even care nowadays? Did they ever care? Have you ever heard of any real big mushroom busts?
Oh, yeah, dude. Remember that 20-year-old kid got caught with like $1 million or something like that up in Massachusetts?
No, I don't. I honestly don't.
Here you go.
I don't remember that. I don't remember no big fucking...
Yeah, man charged with growing $8.5 million worth of psychedelic mushrooms. Look at all those, dude.
It's a lot of tripping.
Yeah. Inside a Connecticut home, authorities said, announcing the arrest of a 21-year-old.
Wow, that's a lot of
Weston Sewell. Yeah, bro. Whoa, dude.
That is
Look at those. Look at that thing, dude.
Oof.
Yeah, oof is right, dog. Oof. Look at those, dude. Look how big they are.
Man, that shit is just even like my stomach is just starting to feel
I know,
like,
bubble. Like, oh no, dude, no, not that.
That's a lot. That's a lot, man. I haven't even like tripped like a major trip where I took like, an eighth. An eighth is a good trip, an eighth or more. I actually do like a gram and a half, just get a nice little buzz and feel good about everything. But then you hit that 8 shit, boy, and it's like eighth or more, you start seeing shit, man. I haven't done that in a long time, yo. I don't know if I want to. I don't want to be that trippy, man. That's a small operation. That's a million word dang easy clap. That's a small operation. Yeah, I guess there's bigger ones somewhere, right?
Yeah, there's always a bigger boat.
Yeah, but you don't really hear about that a lot. Like you don't hear them going after mushrooms a lot.
No.
You don't hear them doing big fucking stings at fish concerts.
Well, they don't need a lot of light either. So it's not like they draw power. So mushrooms you just grow in a clean room in the basement. It doesn't like set off any odor. There's no like it's discreet, That's
like I said, if they were going after it, I think we hear a lot more raids, fish concerts, fucking Grateful Dead concerts. They'd be getting raided left and right, wouldn't they?
You remember the old nitrous tanks? You ever like to do a balloon here and there?
Oh, the whippets.
Yeah.
Never got into them.
No? A little too cracky for you?
Nah, it was just like I didn't like those head rushy things, like those fucking those things just to make your head rush real quick. I didn't like that. Whatever happened to mescaline? It's still around. You got to go on dark web to get it. I used to love mescaline, man.
They used to sell that on the streets in New York a lot, right?
Yeah, it was so cheap. It was so cheap and it was so laughy. Like it was nothing. Mescaline was nothing but a good time, yo. You're just sitting there laughing your ass off, man.
That always amazed me when I was when I would do hallucinogenics or like I first started doing them. I was like, these things are so cheap. Like the bang for the buck, like a gram of weed at the time was $20, but a hit of acid is $5. So you get 2 hits of acid.
8 hours. I instantly
was like,
thought that.
what?
Yeah. I instantly
was
thought
like, nah,
that
this shit
dollar
is just
to
not
time
good.
ratio. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
That was like always have some of that on hand.
Yeah, no, but it's not. No, it's not like that. It's. I also think with those trippy drugs, I mean, acid is harder to make than mushrooms, but I think the people who sell them are kind of like, just take it. You know, I think there's like a little bit of that in it. You
There's
know,
a little
like
bit of you want them to
yeah.
experience.
Because that's like more of like mushrooms. Like, and even people who are selling them, they're still like, I mean, come on. Like,
They want you to experience it.
yeah.
Just like DMT. When I
Right.
first did DMT, I wanted everyone I loved to experience it.
Right.
I was like, everyone I love should try this, you know? And then I bought it into New York and sold it for $50 a fucking pill, capsule pill for one hit. I ain't gonna lie. I made a killing on that shit. But, you know, I did want everyone to try it. The people I loved didn't pay that much. But yeah, the minute I came out of it, I was like, I want everybody I love to try this. This is the best thing in the world. I do 8 mushrooms all day. Never done acid. Afraid of not coming back normal, or is that a myth?
It's a myth.
I think it's a myth. I mean, I think
to a certain extent.
I think to a certain extent, it's a myth. I think if you sat there and swallowed, you know, and a fucking
no, dude. I think really it is if your perspective shifts so much, and you get so burnt. That's changing from it.
Well, I knew a dude
in that way it can change you.
I knew a dude who I didn't know him, but we used to see him all the time. He used to hang out on Steinway with a little radio, and he would just be like,
yeah,
little hippie dude. And that's all he did for hours on hours. And people said it was because he never came back from a trip. I've done shrooms once, snowboarding, light dose, and it was awesome. I laughed at everyone on the slopes. See, I wouldn't. You said something about that too, didn't you? Like
yeah. But that's what you do. Really, dude. Like a micro dose, because you get on there and you have to be a decent snowboarder before I'd recommend doing it. But it's very flowy.
I wouldn't recommend.
It's very flowy. I would do it in powder, not on ice.
Although I do remember once on acid playing basketball and having the best game of my life.
See,
it was like I was seeing the arcs. It was crazy. I would shoot the ball and I would just see the ball leave my hand.
Same thing with snowboarding on mushrooms, dude.
You know, it was like it was just flow. You just felt it. I was the ball.
I
was pretty amazing.
Ball.
It was amazing, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I feel like it enhanced my movements way better, but everything was cartoon-like.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, that's yeah. That's how I felt. I felt like it enhanced everything, but like everything was like the Bruce Lee when he starts moving his hands, he starts saying that's what I was seeing with the ball. Why is Brian so tired? I don't know, Timur. He's young, you know. I think he's just boxed in. He doesn't have a lot of room. He's breathing in his own CO2.
I'm out of Wanabump. I need to re-up on Wanabump. No, I woke up at 8 o'clock today. For some reason, I just got up. I was up, and I've been up since. So I'm ready for a nap.
Ray's sister hits him up the other day. She goes, "Oh my God, I just saw this commercial for like this thing that looks like cocaine, but it's caffeine, and the person on it looked just like Gary."
We're like, no, that was Gary and Brian.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was.
Raymond says, not sure if the experience will be the same with the heavier dose.
No, definitely not. That's the key dosage.
No, the heavier the dose, the heavier the trip. Always remember that. Unless and there's a thing of like you do that little bit, and then as you start later on, you know, then you do a little bit and you extend it, then it only extends it. But if you take that big heavy dose to start, man, you're gonna be tripping balls. And I like that sometimes. It's fun to sit there and melt. You know, like if you go away somewhere, have like a crib.
Yeah, the melt's the part that I don't like, dude. I don't like the melt. I remember this one time, dude, I was doing exactly what we were talking about before. I was on crystal meth and I ate some acid with my boy. And the first part of the trip was great until I got to the I remember looking at the the oven, right? The stove.
And melted.
like, no. The dials I see, all the letters and stuff start changing on me, right? And then I start seeing them in the air, and it looked to me, I was interpreting it as alien language that I was seeing, right? And I see this start to happen, and I'm like bugging out. I'm like, oh, this is fucking great. I'm about to get contacted, like I was going nuts, right? And then I started melting, and then it got real bad, dude.
Your first problem, and that's the problem with a lot of people who have bad trips, is that you start to see that shit and you go, oh, I think the aliens are trying to speak to me. I see shit like that and I go, oh, that's that fucking little tab that I took earlier. That's what this shit is.
That's what you try to remind yourself
things melt.
But then I always like to look at the clock and I'm like, okay, I took this at 10 a.m. Right.
Oh yeah. Then you look and you feel like you've been up for 6 hours and only 30 minutes gone
by. I know, dude. That's the worst. And you've had so many thoughts, crazy. So many ideas, so many stories, so many things.
That's when you start. That's when you start saying
things have happened.
You start, yeah. That's you start times of perception. See, the time is. I feel like I've been here for 5 hours. Have I been? You know what I'm saying? That's okay. But I mean, the reality is, once you start seeing things, it's best to remind yourself that you took something that makes you see things,
and it will be over,
and not sit there and go, "Oh, this is a sign," in some sort of way.
That's why you should not combine the two. Is my recommendation.
What, mushrooms and LSD?
No, it was LSD and crystal meth. Is what I was on.
Oh well, I would say try to keep crystal meth out of all of your ingredients.
No, just separate, but equal. Equal, separate but equal.
Nah, man, I do not condone.
But equal.
I do not condone meth at all. It's not fun to me. I don't think that shit is fun. I did it once by accident and up for 5 days, not even touching your nipples once. It's not fun. Raymond says we should take a trip to Big Snow in New Jersey, take a dose and get you guys on some skis or snowboard and get it live.
That's the indoor one, dude. That's the indoor one up there in Newark. Let's go.
I've never been skiing. I've never been snowboarding. I'm definitely not going to do it tripping.
Over that, dog. You break a hip, son. You break a hip,
dude. I am a fucking beast. I just carried a whole
break it. That's why you don't want to go, dude.
I just bought a 2-bedroom apartment over.
That's not snowboarding, dude. That's not snowboarding, dog.
Break a hip. You know how strong I am, dog. How strong these fucking bones and muscles are.
You're strong like porcelain bull.
Like porcelain bull, yeah.
You're strong like flower vase.
Yeah, dude, I'm an animal, man. I'm like cement. Don't fuck with me, dog. You'll hurt yourself. All right. If I was to fall, the snow would get hurt. All right. If I ran into a tree, poor tree. Okay. Fuck out of here. But I'm not gonna do that because that's like, you know.
Yeah, but there's no trees at this one.
Sonny Bono, man.
Yeah, it's inside.
Indoor resort inside the American dream. You can rent gear and equipment.
I can ride. I know how to ride. I don't need the lesson. We'll watch you.
I can wing it. I'm the type of dude I learn shit from watching other people. They have a beginner side. Fuck a beginner side. Don't ever say that to me, Raymond. All right? If I'm going to do it, I go all out. I'm not going to go expert. I stay in the middle. You know, I'm not going to do beginner, but I'm not going to do no fucking expert. I'm going to stay there right in the middle. What's that, novice or whatever the second one is? You know,
little bitch
size. I'm too old for the beginner size, man. Beginning size isn't for beginners. All right. I've been making bad decisions my whole life. Themore says Santa Claus is a magic mushroom vid by Eric Dubé on YouTube. Pretty epic.
I'll have to check it out. Intermediate.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Traveling Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling Runner says Gary's the new Chuck Norris. Yes, man. Yes. I'm unbreakable, man. Unflinchable, unbendable. Although I ain't gonna lie, like everything
my
does
dog
hurt.
Fucked you up, dog.
What are you talking about, man? That shit went away almost.
I see it, dude. As soon as you lift your hat up, I can see it.
No, that's because of the hat.
No,
it's not even a bump anymore. It might still be a scar. Yeah, when you tell Boots it's on site. When I see Boots, it's on site.
Are you gonna scrap my dog?
It's on site. I'm gonna bite his ear.
Dude, well, you're gonna have to talk to Tina.
I'm gonna bite his ear for biting.
You're gonna have to deal with Tina, dude. Tina will fuck you up, son. Tina will break you down with a baseball bat.
I'll bite you too.
I will
mind your ear. I'm gonna bite the whole crew in the ear. You, your wife, and your dog. I'm gonna grab you all by your ear. You're all gonna be sitting there eating pizza the next day, rubbing your ear on some overpriced pizza that you think is good because they have pictures of famous people on the wall.
Oh my God, dude. You don't know me, dude. You don't know me, son.
You're mad that I just.
You don't know me.
You're mad that I just.
Tried testing my gangster, son. I have ties. I have deep ties. Yeah, dude.
It's very. Hold on a second. Shh. It's very unconvincing.
You sure shushing now?
Yeah, now it's my shush. You shush me twice. You shush me
twice. This is going to be a shame.
It's very hard to sound gangster when you say it. Gangster. That's how you say it every time you say it. You go, you don't test my gangster.
Gay.
Exactly, dude. There's no, just the way you say the word sounds fucking horrible. You know? Yeah, say it.
I was gonna say no.
Say it.
No.
Let's hear how gay you say gangster. I think it's because you had a little too much A in it.
Oh, for ass. Or it's a little too much. Yes, in my gangsta.
Yeah.
No,
whatever makes.
I was gonna say I have ties to the city. Been coming here all my life. Did not grow up here.
That's right.
But, you know.
Yeah. You got ties to the city.
That's what I
put a shirt of Brian's face saying gangster.
Gay.
Yeah, dude. You have ties to the city. What do you got, like a cousin who lives out here or some shit?
No, my dad's from here, man.
Oh, your dad's from here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
your dad has ties to the city. You have
we have family here. Been coming up to see family my entire life. Everyone's buried out here too.
How many family members have come to visit you in your little cube since you moved in?
Nowhere. They all say you got to come out to Brooklyn. We're not going in the city. That's what they say.
And you like it though. You're happy out there.
I am happy here. Yeah, I'm very happy.
That's all that matters, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is that you're happy. It's okay. You could touch both sides of your apartment when you stretch. You know, you don't need a lot of room, man. You know, you and Tina are closer than you've ever been, and it works. You know.
Yeah.
He's in Manhattan, man.
He's
in Manhattan. You should go to Astoria, man.
Yeah. So are you coming up? Are you coming up sometime soon?
Allegedly,
maybe we'll get chicken. Allegedly.
Oh well, no, because I'll be up there on a Monday, and it's closed on Monday.
Tuesday's my birthday, man.
Which Tuesday? This Tuesday?
This Tuesday, yeah.
All right, well, I'll be out there, man. Of course, I'm gonna come out there, wish you a good happy birthday, man. Maybe get you a drink, you know, money making Manhattan. Yeah, man, I'll come out that way. We'll try to get out there early. Want to see
I'll come to the show too, obviously.
Yeah.
I know you got family business, but after that you can come.
There's always business to attend to in Astoria, dog. Yeah. You know, I love AC, but AC ain't my home. You know, love's a big word, but I actually like it now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not minding AC at this particular moment.
Well, yeah, it's because you're not
my life.
Yeah, you're in a much better living situation. Has there been any police traffic outside your block since you've been there?
Just them moving a car that was parked in front of the no parking driveway. Nice. That's it. I ran into Quay today.
Oh,
he lives in the building. Right. And big up to Quay, man. I needed weed and he gave me some weed.
Yeah, shout out to Quay.
You know, gave it to me as a little housewarming. This is definitely the nicest place that I've had. It's all brand new. So
hell yeah.
It's the nicest place I've been in. I'm gonna appreciate it for the year that I'm here. And then on to bigger, better things.
Amen to that.
Know? But yeah, no, I mean, I'm liking being out here. The shows have been really good. We got great comedians coming up. It's been fun.
Who you got this weekend?
Chris Kimback is up here on Saturday, man. I'm excited about that. We got Greg Giraldo up here tonight.
Oh, cool.
And we got Buddha, me, Ray, the regular crew as well. So go to acjokes.com, man, and get some tickets. If you're in Atlantic City this weekend, man, come out and see us. I'm out here all weekend. I just booked the show over in Violin coming up April 26th. I'll put more information on that. That's gonna be a fun show.
I gotta roll in a minute.
I know you gotta roll. All right, man, you gotta roll. Well, the weekend's coming up, right? Today's Thursday. You're looking for something to do with someone you love, man. You go out, have a couple of drinks, then come home early, man, and open up the board game XXX Playground. Yeah, the board game that you copped on XXXplayground.com. What is it? The best communication tool board game ever made for adults, man. Roll the dice, get freaky, get deaky, and most of all, get fist deep into someone you love. Up to 8 players. Invite the neighbors. See what they're like. Get those pineapples up on those doors and let the games begin, man. Blame it on the dice. Traveling Runner says, gotta run, Jet. So do we, man. Thanks for helping me pass the time. Raymond says, peace. Peace to you, Raymond. And the Traveling Runner says, get fist deep, bitches. Yo, we love you guys, man. We hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for fucking sharing the 200th episode with us, man. Honestly, it's amazing. Didn't know we even got here, but now that I do know it, I feel like I've accomplished something. I'm feeling good. Today's going to be a good day. I hope the rest of the day is good for you. Enjoy your weekend, man. Follow Brian at Brian T. Licata. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. And go to acjokes.com to check me out. Also, every Monday at the Grizzly Pear, the Not Quite Tuesday midnight show at the Grizzly Pear in New York City. Peace.
Peace.